We got big items coming up. I know every legislative session is different, but a few of the big ones. I know Medicaid expansion is due to sunset if we don't do anything.
Absolutely. What Medicaid expansion is going to look like when it comes out of the House is still yet to be seen. If we do nothing, Medicaid expansion just sunsets and goes away. If we eliminate the sunset, then Medicaid expansion stays the same, and it'll just become an item in the budget. The other options are, to put a few different reforms on them, work requirements, drug testing requirements, a bunch of different models out there. And we're excited to see what comes out of that debate and kick that hot potato over to you guys in the Senate and see what you do with it.
And we're looking forward to that. To give Montana a little background on that, Medicaid expansion was put in 2015. So we've got 9 years of a track record of it, too. It's not a new program. We don't I know back in 15 when they put in, they estimated 50,000 people would be on it, and it shot way past that, 80, 90,000.
Yeah, I believe we're in the mid-80s. Yes, correct.
Yeah, so their estimates, even at the beginning when they're putting in a new program, you're always guessing a little.
Well, yeah, and with Medicaid expansion, we always got to remember that 90% of it's paid by the feds, and we know their track record of not keeping promises. So we got to take that into account, too.
Very true. Very true. That is actually, when we're relying on the feds, that's a risk.
Exactly.
Having that program. And so we do have this Medicaid expansion. It's $1 billion currently a year that Montana spends on that, $900 million from the feds and $100 million from the state. And that's really on top of traditional Medicaid. I'd take that. Traditional Medicaid is $2.5 billion a year. So we're spending $3.5 billion just on our Medicaid program here in Montana.
Yeah, and from my personal perspective, it doesn't matter if it's state dollars or if it's fed dollars. It's all still tax dollars, and we have to be accountable for that too.
That's a great point, Speaker. It's I pay federal taxes too.
We all do.
We enjoy writing that check, right?
No, none of us.
Yeah, so that'll be a big topic, and I'm sure we'll have a breakdown podcast later on that. So stay tuned, Montana. We'll go into more detail on Medicaid expansion. But